Bitcoin is stuck in a range, so what's next? My working thesis, backed by CME charts and on-chain data, says we are range bound until the Fed's March 19th call. I'll break down the levels, liquidation heat maps, ETF performance, Bitcoin dominance, alt charts, and yes, memes like Miggles and KeyCat. Let's dive in. I've added or extended a few lines because I've gone back and just kind of taken a look at not just Mr. Miggles, a couple of them. So if I remember, I will make mention of it. We're going to go to the CME chart on Bitcoin first, all right? Because like I mentioned, there's been some action here, and it also gives a clear, this line right here, this trend line, it was a triangle. Okay, I simply just extended it over. All right, so there could possibly be support if we get down to this low at 75,000. It's possible. We're so close that, you know, it's quite possible. CME chart gaps right now, ones that I can see, are all closed for now. Okay, yesterday we closed the final part of this one, so that's good. Let's see if this area in fact just kind of holds a little bit. I'm thinking we're going to go sideways consolidation. Like I said at the beginning, a lot of it depends on the decision the Fed makes. Okay, if the Fed makes a decision to cut rates, then we're not going to be range bound in this area, or, you know, even right in this area at this ascending line, which today starts at today starts at 74,800. Every day that goes up a little bit, right? Every day that goes up a little bit. So the 19th is one right there. Okay, the 19th, 75,380 is where that the ascending line would be. Okay, if nothing happens, right? That's kind of what the market is betting on, that nothing is going to happen that day. They're not going to cut rates. If nothing happens, then I can see us around that time, maybe kind of touching down here, right? Maybe for the next few days, we're just going to be range bound, kind of picking a range. Here's of this range so far. This has been the high, this has been the low, and now it's going to kind of go sideways for a little bit until that decision, and from there it can continue to go sideways and kind of drop a little bit, maybe play right around here, or based on that decision, kind of comes back up. All right. In the meantime, you know, we're going to be in this range, I think. Okay, so nothing to get too excited about if we're on the high part of the range, or if we're kind of testing this low part, I wouldn't get too down either. Okay, so just keep it even keeled, guys. All right, so that's how I see that. Let's take a look at other indicators, other stuff. Liquidation heat map is interesting on the 1 month. Okay, up here at just a smidge under 100,000. There's 175 million in liquidity to grab. On the 1 week, what does it look like? A lot of stuff overhead too, right? I should have mentioned that too. And the 1 week as well, there's a lot of stuff overhead. This is of note right here. 47 million at 87,122. Right, so there's a lot of liquidity to be grabbed overhead. Another reason to think maybe, hey, the local bottom could be in. But it doesn't mean we're going to get out of there right away. It doesn't mean a V-shaped recovery. Okay, so keep that distinction in mind. ETF outflows, this is what they are. They're not inflows the last 3 days. Yesterday, negative performance, 278.40 million in outflows, guys. But there are whales that are also buying as well. All right, so you take the good with the bad there. That's all I really wanted to show you there. Back here, I wanted to show you also BTC dominance, top of a range. Maybe it's trying to get out of there. You know, maybe it's going to go higher. Now we'll see. Until proven otherwise, it's really got to get past like 62%. Right now it's at 62.09. Just kind of get past this area a little bit for me to think that it can go higher. You know, if this thing really starts taking off, then we'll see. I don't think that'll happen. So we'll see. But I would like to see it go higher, guys. I really would, because the higher it goes, you know, once it starts dropping, to me that just means that altcoin season is gonna be crazy. Let's take a look at others, and others finally made it down here, right? Yesterday and today, touching this line, holding support, right? Both bodies just above this area right here. At today it's at 209.82 billion. All right. Others, if you don't know, total crypto market cap excluding the top 10, so like altcoins, lower cap stuff that I like, man. Although during dips like this, and this isn't really a huge dip. I mean, if you take a look at the context of the dips that Bitcoin has had previous, it's not a huge dip. And even in this one, it's not a huge dip. It's on the lower end of the dips we've had on this upcycle. But but still it's not a huge dip. And yeah, the alts memes have gotten wrecked. So the volatility is there. I understand the playing in these altcoins is not for everyone, but man, if you can make it through on the other side, once things start moving up, oof, you are gonna be so freaking happy. I wish I had capital right now to put in right now. I'd be a little nervous, right? Because you got to be a little nervous. I mean, if not, then but you got to believe in your conviction and go with what you see. Anyways, back to this line. Do we do something like this, right? I do expect some type of consolidation period, and maybe this is it. Hopefully this line of support holds. If not, then I would maybe say do something like that. Either way, I think this area is good for now. Let's see. Just make sure that line is correct. So it should be a little higher. Be like right there. Yeah, pretty much where it's at right now. I like to draw my lines, by the way, on the line chart. Just gets rid of noise. All right. I think it's more for me from what I've seen. It's more precise for me that way. Look at that. Nice, perfect right there. That's good. I think maybe this holds. I think maybe the local bottom is in, barring some unforeseen stuff. We'll see. Could go maybe a little lower. Could go a little lower. Right. Kind of fake out. And it could be for a couple of weeks. Could last for a couple of weeks. We'll see. Back to Bitcoin. All right. On the upside, let's take a look at some upside stuff. I mean, we really have to. Well, if we can kind of move up right now, to me, just looks like a relief rally. Although we could do something like this right here, right? Kind of spend a few days going up like this. But really, we'd have to get above to just kind of get out of this whole area. We'd have to get above 90. Actually, today. 96,000, right? We'd have to get above 96,000. Let's see, and get back into this triangle. We'll see. I could envision that around the 19th if they like do a cut and people are like, holy crap, a cut. I could envision something like that, but maybe we're a little higher then, right? Maybe we're at 88, in 7 days and a week from now. Let's see what direction this thing decides to go. Do we see something like this, a quick little boom, or do we just kind of come down right away? We'll see. Okay, cool. That's that. Let's take a look at some meme coins, man. I think memes are where the money's at. I was looking at this, and like I mentioned, I like to see things like that, and I was just noticing a trend line right here, so I added it over, and then a possible one right here, so I added it over. All right, so you can see where that is. And interestingly enough, Miggles is at that area of support at 2 cents. Let's see if it holds. Again, if the rest of the market does, if we tank a little bit more, then I could see it coming down here to a 1 cent. People would lose their minds, but hey, it is what it is. All right, it'd be a great buying opportunity. Miggles is going to do well. There's some recent FUD. People get tired, right? So I understand, so hype can only last for so long, and then things have to start happening. But if the market is what the market is, not much can be done. The team is working, but people get tired and people get aggravated. People don't like losing. Suck it up. It's the game. Gotta take the good with the bad. You have to be able to deal with these drawdowns in order to enjoy an up like this. All right, when this thing was at 17, 18 cents, you don't think it's at 2 cents right now. It can't come up to 29 cents, 30 cents. The top of this channel, right? This megaphone structure, right? If we take a look at it like that. Yes, it can. I'm still very bullish on Miggles right here. It's a huge buying opportunity at 2 cents. Amazing. Toshi is at a great buy. So look at this. It actually made it all the way down here where it's holding support for now. Last 2 days, right? Holding support right here at 2028. I'd be buying. I would bet that this thing holds. Although we could see something like this if the market drops a little bit more, right? Boom, 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 boom. But eventually we come back, and eventually we do go higher. Same thing with KiCat. KiCat, I didn't analyze this bottom part right here. I should have, but too late now. Still, chart looks good to me, right? The lower part is way down here. Could we come down here? I don't know. We'll see. Maybe there's some. Tomorrow I'll do more analysis on KiCat. All right. Dog and me's dropped, huh? Dog and me's dropped. I added this line right here. Low, lower, low, lower, low. But every time it's made this low, right? It's pumped up. It's pumped up. That continues. It pumps up there. That's gonna be nice. Buying. I'd be buying right here. KiCat and Benji. So let me do this real quick like that. All right, that's what that looks like. Boom, boom. All right, so yeah, I'd be buying right here. Let's see how long it lasts below it. Historically, it hasn't lasted too long. So if it lasts a little bit longer, then it might have to do with the market dynamics of the market currently. or maybe this is just gonna go down a little lower. I mean, it is volatile, but I think Dog and Me is gonna do extremely well too, man. Again, these projects, when things turn around, are gonna pump hard. Ski Mask Dog, just this line right here, the under and over. All right, could we see something like this? It held for a little while right here, right through here, right? This line right here is at 4 cents. Right now it's at 0.039 cents. This is 0.047 cents. Okay, so let's see what happens. Do we do this? The way that we've dropped, yeah, maybe we could a little bit and then kind of come back up. Once we get up and over and start building a base, then you know, that'd be if you want to wait, it wouldn't be the bottom, right? Because the bottom is down here somewhere. But I mean, if you want to wait and get some support like this, wait for some support and buy through something like this, during something like this, then I'd wait until it comes back up. If not, if you feel a little bit more of a risk taker to get some more gains, to get some more juice, then yeah, nibbling right here. Benji, it's done it before here, and here, right? And then what happens? Moves up. So I would expect the same thing here. Great buying area. Cool. I think that's it, guys. That's all I wanted to share. All right, guys. So let's see what happens. We'll take things day by day. All right. Might be boring for a little bit. I don't know that it's going to be too exciting, meaning that it'll drop more or that it'll pump up hard. I think it is going to be trending, range bound rather. Just trying to establish what the range is going to be. All right. For how long, like I said, depends on what the Fed decides on the 19th. All right, cool. We'll leave it there. If you can, please like, please subscribe, please leave a comment. Trying to grow the channel. All that stuff really does help. With all that said, I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Peace.